The curse of the Egyptian Ka in the scorching sands and echoing tombs of ancient Egypt. Life and death were intricately intertwined, overseen by powerful deities and guided by profound spiritual beliefs. Among the most vital components of the human soul was the Ka, the life force, the spiritual double, which continued to exist in the tomb after death, requiring sustenance to endure in the afterlife. To disturb the Ka, to disrespect its vessel or deny its needs, was to invite a unique and terrifying curse, not of physical harm, but of a subtle, pervasive spiritual unraveling. This is the chilling tale of the curse of the Egyptian Ka, a retribution that slowly extinguished the very essence of life and prosperity. Our story begins in the late 19th century, with Professor Alistair Finch, a brilliant but utterly ruthless British Egyptologist. Finch was driven by an insatiable hunger for unique artifacts and personal glory. He dismissed local superstitions as primitive nonsense, caring only for the scientific validation and wealth that discoveries brought him. His latest expedition targeted a remote, undisturbed burial site in a less explored region of the Nile Delta, rumored to belong to a powerful but obscure provincial noble. After weeks of arduous excavation, Finch's team unearthed a series of hidden chambers. The main tomb was unusually sparse in material wealth, but contained a meticulously preserved burial chamber with an exquisitely crafted, yet undecorated, sarcophagus. Beside it lay an array of simple personal offerings: dried bread, withered flowers, and a small carved wooden statue, clearly meant to be a dwelling for the Ka. Finch, eager for portable treasures, scoffed at the simplicity, and in his haste ordered his men to carelessly handle the sarcophagus, scattering the meager offerings. He even pocketed the small wooden kosetsu, seeing it as nothing more than a curious trinket. As the tomb was sealed once more, its contents plundered, Finch returned to Cairo, basking in the preliminary reports of his unique discovery. But the curse of the Egyptian Qa began to manifest subtly. Finch found his energy inexplicably draining. His once sharp mind became clouded, his memory slipping. His celebrated academic papers, once lauded for their clarity, became rambling and incoherent. He suffered from chronic fatigue, a profound spiritual weariness that no rest could alleviate. His once lucrative funding began to inexplicably dry up. Academic rivals gained prominence, and his reputation, once spotless, was tarnished by whispers of erratic behavior and questionable ethics. His personal life suffered. Once vibrant relationships withered, leaving him isolated. He looked physically well, but internally he was decaying. The true horror of the curse of the Egyptian Ka was not a violent death, but a slow, agonizing spiritual desiccation. The Ka, disturbed and denied its sustenance, retaliated by slowly draining the Ka or life force from its desecrator, causing their prosperity, vitality, and very essence to wither away, leaving behind a hollow shell. Driven to despair and bewilderment by his inexplicable decline, Finch eventually sought the advice of an elderly, humble Egyptian antiquity dealer who was known for his vast, esoteric knowledge. The dealer, observing Finch's gaunt appearance and vacant eyes, immediately recognized the symptoms. He spoke of the sacredness of the calf, of its need for respect and offerings to sustain the deceased's spirit. He pointed to the small wooden statue Finch still carried, still radiating a faint, almost imperceptible chill. The Ka denied its proper home and offerings, was drawing sustenance directly from its unwitting captor. Finch, terrified by the dealer's words, finally understood. His ambition and disrespect had invited a spiritual parasite. He returned immediately to the tomb's location, now a desolate, windswept hole in the sand. With trembling hands, he placed the small wooden Ka statue back within the unearthed chamber, meticulously replacing the few scattered fragments of offerings he could find. He then performed humble, desperate rituals of apology, offering his own meager rations, speaking words of sincere repentance to the unseeing darkness, acknowledging the Ka's sacred place and its need for peace. As he concluded his humble reparations, a faint warmth spread through the chamber. The pervasive spiritual weariness that had afflicted him lifted, replaced by a profound, if melancholic, sense of peace. The curse of the Egyptian Ka receded. Its silent drain on his vitality ceased. Finch did not regain his former glory or his lost wealth. His ambition was broken, replaced by a quiet reverence. He dedicated the remainder of his life not to personal fame, but to the respectful preservation of ancient sites, educating others on the true spiritual beliefs of the Egyptians. He died a humble man, but with a peaceful soul, having found a different kind of fulfillment. The legend of the curse of the Egyptian Ka endures as a powerful and chilling reminder that some ancient curses are not explosions of vengeance, but a slow, spiritual decay, silently consuming those who disrespect the sacred essence of life and death, leaving them barren of vitality and spirit. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.